The Sacred Heart Pioneers will be looking to once again settle at the top of the NEC. They've been to 21 straight NEC tournaments, and they've advanced to the semifinal round 5 straight years, but they have not hoisted the trophy since 2012. Tasked with trying to change that this year, we welcome in head coach of Sacred Heart, now in her 8th season already. Where's the time gone? Jessica Mannetti. And because she had so much fun at Media Day with us last year, she's back for another go around here this year. Senior guard Adrienne Hagood. Ladies, welcome to Media Day here in 2020.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's good to be here.
Coach, I want to start with you. You know, last year early on in the season, your team was hit by injuries. It was like a bad episode of Oprah. You get an injury, everyone gets an injury, right? But that allowed other players to kind of step up. And once everybody got back towards the end, you guys got on a roll. You won 5 games in a row. And so how do you take that experience and that momentum and now carry it over into this new season?
Well, that's a great question. And you know what? We were really plagued with injuries. So what we did was have a roster of 17 this year. So that should hopefully remedy some of those issues. But I think when we weren't able to play in our semifinal game last year, having finished so strong and felt so confident as a team, it really returned our players hungry. They came back and they were like, Coach, like, we're going to pick up right where we left off and let's do this. And so I think they were highly motivated from how we finally started playing really well and finished really well to get to this place now where, you know, we're very senior heavy. These ladies want a ring and I'm pretty sure they're going to stop at nothing to get it. So that hungry piece is going to be our driving force as we move forward.
You talked about that semifinal, and I want to go back to a heartfelt Instagram post that you posted last March, back when everything kind of shut down, about how you were preparing for the game and you're in the middle of shoot around when the news came down and the team wanted to finish out that shoot around. You know, how much did that mean to you, and what does that say about the Sacred Heart program and the family atmosphere that you guys have?
It was this incredible moment as a coach, right? Like, we get to experience pretty incredible moments throughout our career. But it was in that moment that I realized how special this group was. When they took this moment of devastation, I mean, the moment they canceled that tournament, there were tears, there was sadness. They came together and were there for each other. And then the smoke kind of cleared from that sadness. And they just looked at me in that moment and said, can we play? And even thinking about it, it makes me a little teary because I'm like, man, what a special group of kids. Like, they just love each other so much and loved our experience so much. They wanted to finish. And I give them so much credit as a team to go through something like that and still want to finish your shoot around and finish your season, officially send the seniors off. I think that was a really incredible moment to experience, and being able to witness that even once in your career was really special.
Well, and I'm going to guess, Jess, that Adrienne Haygood, your 5'8" senior guard, was one of those leaders that definitely wanted to play. And Adrienne, I want to bring you in. Coach has given you high praise over the years. She's called you one of the most dynamic scorers she's ever coached, one of the best defenders. She's called you fearless. And I love this compliment she gave you. She said, you find a way to keep getting better. So I want to ask, kind of, what have you worked on? What elements have you tried to add to your game to make yourself even more of a complete player this year?
Personally, for me, I like to work on things that I can implement in my game more to make me more comfortable. So primarily working on my pull-up and mid-range game and being more under control when I take my shots, or if I'm driving to the basket, being more under control so my percentage is high and I'm more efficient. And also just focusing on my communication with my team on and off the court, because I want to be a leader for them. And communication is one of the things that's going to help us be a collective team and help us be successful.
All right. Well, Jess, Dre, sit tight. We're going to bring in a total stranger, someone I'm sure you've never talked to before. Dangardell is standing by with some more questions.
Yeah, complete strangers. They've never met me before. But Coach, I want to start with you. The amount of consistency that you've had in the NEC. You've made the NEC tournament in 21 straight seasons. That is something that is unheard of in the Northeast Conference. How come when you bring in new players and you have these players that are in your program, how do you preach that consistency to your team that when it gets to January, February, and even March to get them playing at the right time to be competitive in the conference year in and year out?
Well, I give a lot of credit, Dan, to the coach before me, right? Ed Swanson did a great job with building the program and really creating the tradition of success. And when I was able to get an opportunity to come here, that was a really big point of pressure, you know, and all my interview questions in my press conference, they said, how are you going to maintain this level? So we're gonna figure it out. We're going to find a way. These are the standards and expectations of the program. And so when players come here and really start to buy in, you know, they take a lot of pride in knowing that they're going to be, you know, top 4. Our goal is to be top 4 in the conference every year, right? We want to finish. We don't want to just make the playoffs. That's not our goal. Our goal is to be the best in the conference. Our goal is to get a ring. So that driving goal we talk about, right? This big long-term goal. We talked about it yesterday in practice, actually, when we circled it up. Hey, we have goals. Our goal is to get that ring. How do we get that ring? Well, we have to position ourselves to be in the best possible place to have an opportunity to do that. And that means finishing where we want to finish and being able to get to that championship game. So I think that tradition of success is something that we address. Like last year, we were like, I don't even know, we were potentially not making the playoffs if we continued the way we were in January. And we had, Dre can probably tell you about the conversation we had in our media room. We were like, look, you guys want to be that one team that one time that doesn't make the playoffs? Do you want to be that? Is that what you want to leave as your legacy? And they all kind of looked at each other like, oh my God. And the next weekend we won back-to-back and really started to refocus on the things we can control. And so, you know, obviously teams are going to go through struggle. We're going to have adversity, but it matters to us. It matters to us to have a tradition of success here. It matters to us to finish strong and perform well in the league. And Dree can probably tell you more, but man, they are excited when we start league play. It is like a whole new atmosphere and a whole new challenge. So we'll be as excited this year, I'm sure.
Yeah, and Adrienne, I mean, now being the senior leader, your freshman and sophomore year, you got an opportunity to play with great senior leaders of their own, Aaron Stork, Kat Haynes, the list goes on and on. How did playing with them help you come into this role as a leader now that you are the senior leader teaching the younger players how to go through things?
Well, Erin, Catherine, also Candace Leatherwood, Kiana Yee, I looked up to them a lot because of the way they helped me and got me adjusted to everything on the court, even in school in general. The relationship I had with them, it made me realize how I want to pass along the information they gave me and the culture they provided with me to the incoming freshmen, the new transfers we have. It's really important that we keep the culture and we stay close as a team, because how close we were when I was playing with them, it really helped motivate the team. It helped if I needed help, they were always there for me. So I felt very safe, comfortable, and I wanted to do well for them. So coming in as a senior and a leader on the team, I want to pass along that culture, and anything they need, I just want them to know that I'm there for them. But I can already tell that we're already very close, even though we couldn't have as much time together over the summer. So we just want to stay close, reach out. And Coach Mannetti, we each have our shoe sisters. My shoe sister is Olivia Tucker. So I check up on her here and there, just seeing how she's doing. I will reach out to the other members just so we can stay close. And also, just to piggyback on like our momentum from last season, we are getting in the gym, staying after practice, getting in when we can. And that's also another way we can bond as a team, given the circumstances early on.
That's Sacred Heart head coach Jessica Mannetti and senior guard Adrienne Hagood joining us here. Ladies, thanks so much for being a part of NEC Women's Basketball Virtual Media Day.
Thank you all. Good luck.
Thank you.
So much.
Good luck this season. We have more interviews coming up right after this.